Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on episode 24 of Log Horizon, the second season. And I did not, honestly didn't expect all this stuff to happen. There's only two episodes left, this being, obviously the first of the two. It was really, I don't know how they're gonna put this in, two episodes, how they're gonna finish it off in the next episode. So pretty much what happens is we find out, everyone got knocked out, was unconscious, all the people of the land, and turns out it's these like moth kind of creatures, these like new type of mob, and so pretty much we find out because they attack again. It's like a huge swarm of these moths. They're called eternal moths, and now they're even affecting adventurers. Because before, some of the people on the round table were thinking, you know, we have to, because they're coming from Shibuya Station, pretty much. That's where they're coming from, and that's where the antenna is, the only working one that they know of that can relay a message and contact the moon. But that's a new area. They figured out that it's now a raid area there, and pretty much what they're thinking is, they have to destroy the radio. It's the antenna that's attracting them, so they have to destroy the antenna to get rid of them. But then some of the people are like, no, it's just some of the people of the land. So we gotta think of, this is the only way we can get back home, possibly. But of course, it does end up, affecting the some adventurers as well. Not everyone, but some of them. And this is happening all over the place. We it showed like all the different places that we've have some of the main people, like those, I forget what their name is, something Hawaden plant, their place, and also the other guy's place. It's like all over the place, but I guess Shibuya is where they're coming from. And I'm talking about, this is a huge swarm. It's really crazy, and it just makes them go to sleep. And it's not normally for an adventurer. Obviously, they're fine if they get killed. They just respawn at the cathedral, but this doesn't happen because they're going to sleep. And what it's doing is, at the whatever the flakes from the moss or whatever, it's making them continuously lose MP. That's why they're all weakened and like kind of unconscious. And it's also that they're thinking it came from the moon kind of thing, and these is a type of one of the geniuses. And as before, they were something about collecting, like, I forget what they're collecting for sure, what they want to collect, but Shidoi kind of thinks that it's probably MP that they're after. And so they gather up a raid team, and it's like a ragtag group of whoever is there. So yeah, because they even brought in, Toya, all of them, and they're like lower levels, they're not all high levels to fight this. So they go out, and throughout this raid, you could tell, obviously, it shows everyone's trying to work together and stuff, but Shidoi, he's not all there. He's kind of thinking, my gosh, what if we destroy this? There's no way we're gonna go back home. But if we don't, then the people of the land will get these. He can't just leave the people of the land, to all of this. When they pretty much were the ones that did it. And throughout the whole raid, they end up having to, like, as they just completely pretty much wipe, and they have to get out of there. They just, cannot. He can't do it. He wasn't thinking right, but they all go up to him and tell him, it's okay. Most of them are behind it, that they're just gonna stay here. They have to take out that tower. They have to do this. They can't just leave everything like how it is now. And there's still a way that they can contact the moon and get home later. It's not like for sure that this is the only working station there. And so that's when Shidoi figures out, yeah, okay. They also they find out that there's a guy there on the Shibuya Tower, who I'm guessing is one of the geniuses, and that's the raid boss. So at the end of this, Shidoi, he's like, why do we need to pick one? How about we pick two? And he ends up they're going to save the tower so they could, communicate with the moon while also protecting the people of land by destroying probably the raid boss, so all of the mods disappear, kind of thing. And he's like, I'll show you the meaning of two birds with one stone. It's like, it's classic bad guys glasses kind of thing. And yeah, that was the episode. Overall, it was a pretty interesting episode. I was happy because I got to see, they were gonna do a raid, but then of course it ended up not being as good because Shiroi, his head was not all in it. The next episode sounds and seems like it's gonna be a really good episode. This is gonna be the final raid battle, but I'm thinking that they're not gonna go home. I don't know. It's a possibility. That's one thing. Maybe they'll get back home. There's still contact, but it's not going to be immediate. So I'm thinking they're still going for another season. From how it's going on, they cannot. They're going to squish everything in this one episode. It's going to be their raid, probably beat the boss, and save the tower to still communicate with the moon. But they're not going to go back home immediately. So I'm thinking they're Lock Horizon. The guys are still. They're planning on making a third season. That's what I think. And yeah, that's all I got to say about this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this Animal Kingdom discussion review. If there's anything, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed you want to talk about, comment below as well. And until next time, guys, see ya.